recruiting. I think you would all agree that bookings are probably the most important, right? So without bookings, we have no business. My first 3 years in business, like I told you guys this morning, I was stuck in my friends and family circle. That's a long time to be there unless you have infinite friends and family, and eventually it's gonna run dry. So let's start there though, because when you're first getting started in this business, or if you're at a place where your calendar is empty, that's where you kind of have to begin. So if you're brand new, here's some wording you can send out to your friends and family. This came from Krista Moranga, and I love that it's informative and to the point. So this is what you're gonna send out. Hey, I'm starting something new, and I'm wondering if you'd be willing to be my guinea pig. You don't have to do much. I'm asking you to do a virtual party with Pampered Chef. They're super fun with games, tips, tricks, recipes, and tools. You'll invite your friends to the party and play the games, make comments, and enjoy the party with your friends. Are you willing to help me out while I completely spoil you with free products? Right? It's short, it's sweet, it's to the point. We know that on average, 1 out of 10 contacts that you make is going to say yes, so you need to reach out to a lot of people. I recommend that my new consultants reach out to 30 contacts a day. I ask them to keep a lead notebook, either paper or digitally, and track their contacts. Who they reached out to, did they get a response, what was that response? I set the expectation that they will book 3 to 4 parties a week during their first month so they can reap the benefits of our new consultant rewards program and really get a feel for what they're doing. Why else do we want so many parties? You guys have probably heard the saying, 8 makes you great. You want to submit a minimum of 8 parties a month. If you're booking for a week, that's 16. But each week, what often happens is one might cancel or reschedule, one might not do so hot, and that leaves you with 2 good parties. That's 8 parties submitted a month. If you only had 1 scheduled a week, what if that's the one that cancels? Or the one that doesn't qualify? So shoot for that 3 to 4 a week. So what if you're not new, but your calendar is not where you want it to be? You can still reach out to friends and family and just change up that wording a little bit. Hey April, I have 2 spots left on my calendar this month for virtual Pampered Chef parties, and I thought of you because, fill in the blank, make it personal. You love to cook, you have a busy schedule like me and need easy dinner solutions. I thought you might want to get a jump start on your holiday shopping by earning free products, whatever it is. Pampered Chef parties are super fun with games, tips, tricks, recipes, and tools. You'll invite your friends to the party and play the games, make comments, and enjoy the party with your friends. I have such and such date available. What do you think? And again, you want to remember that you're going to get a lot of no's, but that's okay. If you ask enough people, you will get those yeses. So what do we do with those people that say no? You want to address their objection. For most, it seems to me that it's an issue of time. You can say something like this. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. You definitely aren't the first person to have that concern. If you weren't worried about not having enough time, would hosting a Facebook party be something that would be fun for you? Hopefully they say yes, and you can explain, listen, I make it super easy for my hosts. You just have to invite your guests to a party that I set up, comment here and there when you have time, and post 1 post a day, wording that I give you that you can literally cut and paste. What do you think about giving it a try? So you validate their concern, ask if without their concern, would hosting be fun, and then overcome the objection. Another one is them saying their friends don't have enough money or won't shop. Have you guys gotten that one before? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So again, thank you for sharing that with me. You aren't the first person who has felt that way. If you weren't concerned with how much your friends might or might not spend, would hosting be something that would be fun for you? If they say yes, great. So let's not worry about who's going to spend what. Sometimes you'll be totally surprised at who ends up shopping. Either way, we'll have fun at your party, and I promise to partner with you to ensure your party has the best possible result. What do you think? Unless someone is like, no, I hate Pampered Chef, no, don't ever contact me again, leave me alone. Try to feel out what their objection is, and then use that format to try to overcome it. what about when people read your message but don't respond? Am I the only one that happens to?
Ghosting.
That's one of my biggest pet peeves, but I usually wait a day or two and then follow up with something like, hey Laura, I just wanted to make sure you got my message the other day. I know life gets crazy and Facebook can be a little funky sometimes with notifications. When you have a sec, just let me know you got this, and my little smiley face. Sometimes that encourages them to respond and you can get back to the booking conversation. If you feel like you have exhausted your friends and family circle and still don't have bookings, you still have options. You can always host your own party, and of course this is a great time of year to do it because you can show off all those brand new products. Obviously you want to make sales, but you are also going to focus heavily on creating a desire for the new products and securing bookings from those who can't buy everything that they want from your party. You can do it as a mystery host party, where one person who orders wins the host rewards. You can ask local churches, school groups, sport teams, dance centers if they're interested in fundraising. You can drop a treat and catalogs off at a local business. I always give a new catalog to my favorite bank teller and slip a few order forms in there. You just never know. So here's where you really want to be. Booking parties from your parties. Once you get good at this, your business is going to take off. The first thing I do is enlist my hosts early on. Remember I said that I have that group private message for host coaching? I let them all know in there that if they book 3 parties off their parties, they're getting an extra gift from me. If you have multiple hosts and you're doing the group PM, you can also challenge them. The host with the most bookings at the end of the week gets whatever you want it to be. A free gift, an extra 15 in free shipment, whatever you want to offer to them. So remember, my parties have pre-posting Saturday and Sunday, and then the party kicks off on Monday. I do a lot of engagement posts and interacting during those first few days. So by Tuesday night, I've started developing a relationship with the guests. Tuesday night, I post the 3 bows picture. Has anybody not seen that? Everybody's seen that, right? Okay. So the 3 bows, with the simple wording, let's help our host win a bonus gift. For every party booked, I'll remove a bow. When 3 people book a show, I'll reveal her gift. Just comment below letting us know that you'll book a party, and I'll message you to get a date set and a host packet in the mail. And then I have the host go in and tag their friends in that post. But this by itself is not enough. It's one of those sort of indirect ways of reaching out to bookings. You're gonna have much more success being direct. So Wednesday morning, I post my Google form. It's literally, like I said this morning, where 90% of my bookings come from. So my questions are simple: name, phone number, email, whose party did you attend? Because I'm using the same Google form for every party and I don't wanna be confused. Are you interested in hosting a fun party on Facebook? Yes, no, or maybe. Are you interested in more info about being a consultant? Yes, no, maybe. And do you have any comments, questions, just want to say hi, anything? So like I said, I post this on Wednesday morning, and I say, it's Wednesday, let's celebrate with our mid-party raffle. Fill out this quick survey for a chance to win. Comment below once you've done it, because again, those comments, that engagement helps it be seen more. And I'll pick a winner on Friday. Then on Thursday, when I post my guessing game for the day, I give them the extra guess for filling out the survey and repost that link. And Friday morning, I have the hosts repost the link and remind them to fill out the survey to be entered to win. So now it's time to take a look at the responses and how I deal with those responses. So if somebody said yes to hosting, I mean, that's just a gift, and I send them a friend request, and then this private message. Hi, so-and-so, I'm so glad you want to host a party too. Would X or X date work for you? Just sweet and to the point. If somebody comments maybe, I treat that as a yes. I send them a friend request, and I say, hey Susie, I saw on your survey that you might be interested in hosting. Yay! I would love to do a party for you. Would X or X date work best for you? Give them your next 2 dates, or you can say, would September or October work better for you? However you're trying to fill the calendar. I don't ask them, hey, you said maybe, do you want to, do you not want to? I'm not gonna give them the opportunity to say no. I'm treating it like a yes, and 9 times out of 10, they're like, oh, okay, so September 30th is perfect. If they say no, I don't friend request them yet, but I just send them this private message that says, Thank you so much for filling out the survey. You're entered to win. I know you answered no to hosting, but I was wondering if you'd be willing to give it a shot. Hosting is very easy and the rewards are amazing. Plus, Christina would get a bonus from you for hosting. What do you think? And usually, I'll pick up a couple of, sure, why not? Yeah, I'll give it a try. What more does it involve? I'll usually pick up some guesses that way too. If they say yes or maybe to more info about being a consultant, obviously you're gonna friend request those people, and I say, hey, I saw in your survey that you were interested in more info about being a consultant. What questions can I answer for you? And then you can go into a conversation about recruiting, talk about joining right away and having a launch party so that they earn the commission and the host rewards. Or if they're not interested in that, then you talk about hosting first and the kit credit. And if they decide against joining, go into a booking conversation, because after they've already kind of said no to you about one thing, they're more likely to say yes to the second thing. Okay, so now it's time to pick my winner out of all the people that filled it out. And when I pick my winner, how I handle them is sort of different depending on the situation. So I really like it when the winner is someone who hasn't placed an order yet, because I can say in the post, thank you to everyone who took the time to fill out my survey. Our winner is, and then the name. Look for a little something from me in your order. Sometimes this reminds them, oh, I didn't get my order in yet, I better do that. Now, we can't require them to order to get a prize. So if they don't end up placing an order, I'll either get their address and pop a $5 gift certificate in the mail, or if they live near the host, I'll send a Season's Best with the host, have the host give it to them, or you can just mail them a Season's Best. But I like using the gift certificate because this gives me a shot at a future order, which I know is gonna be more than $5. And if they don't use it, I'm just out 50 cents for the stamp, so no big deal. I also like when the winner is someone who commented maybe to hosting, but hasn't gotten back to my private message yet, because then I can add to the post, P.S., did you get my PM? And then they're more likely to get back to me. If the host gets 3 bookings, they get a prize. Some people like to wait until the third party qualifies. I give it to my host right away for a few reasons. Number one, I don't want to have to keep track of who's already this, that, did it qualify. I want that gift to be 20 or 30% off, so if I add it to the host order, it's a little cheaper for me and counts towards my sales right away. And really, I asked them to get me 3 bookings. I didn't ask them to qualify those parties for me. I see that as my job, so I send it out right away. A tip I recently learned from Stephen Joseph was, why would you stop at 3? So I made a little graphic that shows 5 little boxes with 1, 2, and 3 checked off, and here's his wording that I posted with it. Great news. So far, 3 people have booked parties from Friel's party. What does this mean? Number 1, they're going to score amazing free and discounted products at their own parties coming up. Number 2, Friel will get any one item or set from her wish list at each of those parties 50% off. What? If 2 or more people will commit to hosting parties for a total of 5, I will also knock $15 from her host order. What do you have to do as a host? Number 1, add friends to a group I create. Number 2, post once a day in the group, hosts I send you. And number 3, engage when you have time. Comment, I want to help, and I'll message you to set up a date. Let's help Friel. So here's my final booking tip. Rebook your host. At the end of the party, here's what I send my hosts in that group PM. Okay, everyone, let me know when your orders are set and we can close out. One more thing. If you rebook your own party now, I'll give you an extra half-price item when that party qualifies. We can book it for 6 or even 12 months out, or anywhere in between. And then I follow up with each host individually when I close out their party with, did you want to rebook and get that extra bonus? The extra half-price item that you're offering is the future party pick. So as long as that party is held and closes within 12 months of the initial party closing date, they qualify for the future party pick. It's a booking off their party. About half my hosts take me up on this. By mid-May, I had the first 2 weeks of November filled. If the hosts hesitate and don't think people will order again, remind them that new products will be out by their next party. And people often don't get everything they want from just one order. Okay, wait, I actually have one more booking tip. Last week, I was a guest in a Norwex party, and I was a good, engaged guest, so I won the party prize. The consultant tagged me in the party, and she said, please contact me to claim your prize. I thought that was genius. So I sent her a private message. Meanwhile, we had already been chatting because once I started engaging, she sent me a PM thanking me for checking out the party, asking if I had questions. She had asked me if I wanted to book. I said no because one of my directors was formerly a Norwex person and I had cleaned up at the party. So when I messaged her to ask what I won, she said this: hey, you won the free travel EnviroCloth and $25 in extra free products when you host a Norwex party with me in the future. I know that you recently hosted, but that's what the prize is. Would you like both? Remember, I had already said no? Guess who's having a Norwex party on October 16th? So she got me. I mean, I think that that's a great incentive. Okay, so let's move on to recruiting. Your best recruiting lead is always going to be your host. Once I get their party set up and they've started inviting their guests, I send this message individually. Before we get this party started, I just want to let you know that one of the perks is, if you wanted to give the business a try, we could easily turn this into your launch party. You could earn the host rewards and the commission. What do you think? Notice that you end with a question, which is much more likely to get them to respond one way or the other. If they say yes, get them signed up. Make an announcement in the party, replace your link to order with their link to order. It's easy. If they sign up now, I continue to run their party for them because the guests are already there. We've already gotten started. I'm not going to have the guests wait while I train the host. If they decline the offer to join, I say something like, okay, I just wanted to be sure I offered. Keep it in the back of your head in case you change your mind. And of course, I'm going to bring it up to them more throughout the party. So when their party's going well, I'll say something like this: your friends love Pampered Chef and you are natural. Are you sure you don't want to think about joining my team? Or remind me why you're not on my team? Obviously, don't say it if it's not true. Remember, we're being genuine and authentic. And then when they reach the 300 and 400 levels, remind them about the kit credits that they've earned. And at the end of the party, before they check out, remind them they can use that kit credit to start their bookings with, or start their business with any bookings that came from their party. Your next recruiting target is your rock star guest. That was me in the Norwex party. This is the person who plays all the games, interacts in the engagement posts, comments on the products, shares their favorite product. You know the guest I'm talking about. Send them a friend request, let them know that they are the rock star guest. Then you can say something like this: this may be the furthest thing from your mind, but have you ever considered being a consultant? And then take the conversation from there. If they're not interested, move on to the booking conversation. I would say something like, no worries, but you have to have a party with me. You're so much fun. I know your party would be amazing. And now you've planted that recruiting seed, and you can try to book or recruit them from their party. Finally, don't forget about that Google form. You want to reach out to all those people who said yes or maybe. My form takes them to a second section if they say yes or maybe, and those questions are: what interests you about being a Pampered Chef consultant? What holds you back from joining? How much extra income would help your family out? And I have multiple choices with income ranges. Would you like to schedule a time to talk to see if this is a good fit for you? Sometimes you'll be completely surprised at who's interested because other than the Google form, they haven't given you any indication that they are. Hopefully, you or your upline are holding opportunity events every month. So for those hosts, rock stars, and Google form responders who are interested but not quite ready yet, you can add them right to your next opportunity event and work with them some more then. Finally, selling. First of all, make your parties fun. You want as much interaction as possible so the guests are seeing as many posts as possible. Make the posts informative. Don't make them too long, but don't make them too short either. And don't make them sound like you just copied and pasted off the website. Your posts need to sound like you. Show videos either from Pampered Chef website or of you using the products yourself. Pay attention to what people order. If their order is $72, reach out and let them know how close they are to earning that free gift. Don't forget about cross-selling. If someone orders the microwave pasta maker, ask them if they've seen the cozy. If someone is raving about how much they love their wine opener, suggest that they pick up a couple for holiday gifts. Even if they don't, these conversations in the comments of the posts are going to cause more people to see the post and to read those comments and maybe spark their interest. There's nothing I love more than when the guests start interacting with each other about their favorite products, just like what happens at a live cooking show. Host coaching is imperative for the sales and success of your party. So it starts with the host packet, and like I told you guys before, I send them a couple catalogs and order forms because I want to set that expectation early that they'll collect 3 to 5 outside orders to boost party sales. Then, like I said, I put them in the group PM, and usually around Sunday night or maybe Monday morning, I'll say something like this. Let's make things interesting. Who's up for a little competition? The host with the highest party sales is going to get an extra gift from me. I'll update you each day on who's in the lead and what the number to beat is. Are you in? Sometimes people get really into this, and they can certainly post in their party that they're in a competition. That helps them too. I had 2 hosts last week that were like neck and neck all week long, and they closed at 1,500 and 1,400. So they were like at each other. Make sure your host is active in the party every day. Give them things to post like, hey, I'm working on my wish list. What's on yours? Is it one big item or a bunch of small ones? What are the must-haves? I encourage them to post a picture of what's on their wish list or even go live and share. In addition to the daily posts that I give them, I also ask them to comment on products that they haven't liked or would like to have or would like to know more about. Comment on the welcome and the thank you posts that I put up every day, and to interact in general with their guests. Again, if one of the hosts is not doing it, I reach out to them individually and just remind them that the more involved they are, the more involved their guests are going to be. On the second to last day, I send this message to my host individually to boost their sales. You are so close to level 1, 2, 3, whatever it is, rewards. But to help you boost your sales and get you a fantastic shopping spree that you're thrilled with, I have 2 suggestions that will help. First, post this to your personal Facebook wall. Hey everyone, I'm having an online pampered chef party. We've had so much fun partying and learning new recipes and tips and playing fun games. The party is coming to a close, and I'm so close to earning a great shopping spree. Check out the party link to see if you find anything for yourself or as a gift for someone else. Here's the link to order. So that's going on their regular Facebook page. Then I want you to send this text message to at least 10 people. Hey, I'm having an online pampered chef party, and I'm so excited to get everything on my wish list for 3.5 off. My party closes tomorrow night. Check out the catalog and see if there's anything you want or need. There's stuff for every budget. Let me know if you have questions and add the link. Or here's some other wording for them to send it to 10 people. I'm so excited as I'm only 1 order away from closing my virtual pampered chef party. Could you please support me by placing an order and include the link? Short and sweet. Okay, here's my final tip. If you are not brave enough to pull a Polito, at least wear your logo wear if you have it. I wear mine every chance I get. I had it on the ferry yesterday. I might put it back on for the ferry ride today, because you never know when someone's going to notice it and approach you and say, oh my gosh, you sell Pampered Chef. I love Pampered Chef. And there's your opening for those conversations. All right, that's all I got.